Hello and welcome to No Worries RVing. Today we're going to be taking another look at our rear dinette table. As you know, when we first bought our RV, everything seemed to work out really good with the dinette. We really liked it. Everything was perfect on it. It seemed to travel well. We never had any problems with it. We were able to set it up, take it down fairly easily. But then we noticed some cracking on these table. I guess they're support legs. They're the base here was made of plastic. We didn't know that. It was painted to look like silver. It looked like metal, but they weren't. And we noticed there was some cracking along this support itself. And the table started to wobble really bad. So we decided, well, let's get some new supports. These were fine. The actual leg that comes up was fine. But the bottom leg, the piece that it fits into, they were broke. So we bought 4 new these support brackets. There's one there and one there and 2 up on the table. We used our existing table legs because the dealership we were at, we were going to replace the whole assembly. The base, the piece that goes on the table, and the leg. Buy them all the same brand. But we went to 3 RV dealerships, and not one of them had all 3 pieces, and 2 sets of them, 2 sets of all 3 pieces. So we had to basically piece together what we have here. So we bought these at one dealership. We bought the legs at another dealership with the support on the top, and it just doesn't work right. I mean, they're supposed to be like a standard size, they all should work together, but they don't. So we decided to go another route. You can see the wobble here, how much it wobbles, and these are brand new. Everything's metal here too. So we decided to go another route, and we got a set of these table legs. Now these will actually replace the whole hardware assembly from underneath the table. And these were recommended by, I don't know if anybody ever watches YouTube videos, but there's a guy on YouTube called Josh the RV Nerd from Halet RV. He actually has a review on these where he tested them out, and he gave it a good thumbs up, and we liked what we saw, so we decided we were going to try this. One thing we're going to do, though, if you'll notice here, sorry about the camera, these actually are about maybe 3/4 of an inch to an inch shorter than our current RV legs. So we'd actually like to have this table come up about maybe an inch, 3/4 of an inch. So we're going to put a spacer here between these two to actually raise the table up before I put it on, and see how that works out. So we're going to raise it up, change the table legs out, and then see if we can't raise it up a little bit to give us some more clearance. Plus these table legs also, one added benefit is you can take this table, will become mobile. So actually we can take this table outside if we ever wanted to, which may be nice at times. Get started on this project. First thing we need to do is remove the old table legs. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. You probably don't need to watch me remove screws, But basically we're going to disassemble this whole assembly here. So here's the plan. We're going to, the table legs that we had were about 3/4 of an inch higher than the new ones we bought. And we like to raise the table up even more than the new table legs. So we're going to put these 2x4s down. We're going to actually screw them down to the top of the bottom of the table, and then attach our table legs to these 2x4s, which will actually raise up their table maybe about an inch. So we're going to see what happens here.
You're going to put some glue underneath it too.
We're going to glue, yeah, glue and screw.
Glue and screw.
Using our favorite glue, E6000. This stuff works on anything and it works fantastic.
Then drilled 2 screws into each board. Hey, no screw holes.
No screws.
Yay!
So we're good so far. Now we just need to attach our table legs.
Said legs.
Attach something.
How's that gonna work? Oh, there you go.
Like that when we're done.
Awesome. So you're gonna put the center one in, and then the center one in on the other side to keep it pretty much straight. And then we'll put the last 4, so there's 6 in each side. At least for the main part of the table. So there's 3 screws in each bracket. Now the other part just keeps it so the metal piece going down. Oops, that was my hand in the way. Okay, I did it over. So that piece you need to put where it's straight. That looks crooked.
This needs to be straight.
Huh?
This needs to be straight.
Yeah, it's not. There. It's a little straighter. Why don't you use the level?
A little bitty level, I guess?
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
All your things have to be level.
Well, maybe you can tell if it's straight. Yes. Oh, look, it sticks.
It actually shows me a little bit.
So you got the second side on now.
So there it is. Kind of the completed job, we think. I don't know which way these things fold down. That's going to be the hardest thing, to fold it down. Okay. And there's going to see it is a little bit higher, isn't it?
It's a little wobbly.
A little wobbly. We'll have to bend some to fix that. We need to figure out a way now to make it so that it will stay put as we're traveling. You can't just travel down the road with a table like this.
A lot more room.
Yeah, till here too.
Yeah. What's nice is we can move it and put it in front of the couch if we wanted to.
And there's a completed table. It's a little bit higher than it was before. We just got to figure out a way so that when we're traveling, it doesn't flip around, which, you know, in a travel trailer, it's really bad as far as the, you know, the amount of shaking that goes on and things like that. So we're trying to figure out a way now to make it stay as we travel. We don't want to take it apart and make a bed every time, because we don't, 99% of the time we never use it as a bed. So we want it up if we can somehow. So that's what our next project is here.
We wanted to show you that the table is sturdy. It is very, very, very sturdy. And that is a solution for when we're traveling, that the table doesn't end up in the middle of the camper. So the first thing we did is we go underneath here. Jim stuck that little snap. It's two screws. And there's a bracket there. And then he put up here, you can see, there is a clip and a clip over there. And then we have these little bungee cords. And we stuck the two little bungee cords. Well, that worked, but the table still moved about this far out. So it was moving back and forth like that. So we thought, we better put a little bit more. So he added this board. It goes across. That back there is where he has a spacer. So you have your spacer, and then you put the screw in this way. And that gives the space where we can just slide said bracket right there, that bracket. That bracket slides right down into there. We can just lift up, and it comes right out. Take the table over and stick it in front of the couch. It's not going anywhere. And we have tested it out. We took it to different places, Death Valley, a couple different places, and no movement whatsoever. So that was our solution. So we hope you enjoyed this video. We can now stick the table in front of the couch. We can take it outside. It's very sturdy. It doesn't rock. It doesn't move. It's not coming out from that wall at all. And we have more space. It still folds down, that we can make it into the table out of that 5% or 10% we ever do. 90% of the time, we never make this into the bed. Usually the only time we do is a great niece or nephew would come over, or one of our sons. They're almost too long to even use this dinette anyways. So we hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Thank you.